Here's a step-by-step process on how I made my Nurse Joy wig. This is only the second time I've ever made a wig like this before, so bear with me as I explain my process. I started off with just a $10 Amazon wig, and I also got 2 packs of braided hair as well. I knew that I sort of wanted the 2 circles that she had to be braids. So as you can see, that's what I'm just doing now. I'm trying to get like perfect braids. This took at least like 10 to 15 tries for pretty much both braids. I knew that that's how I wanted to style the wig. I've actually never used tulle before to like wrap braids, but I had Mitsuri braids, and within like 2 hours they kind of started to fray, so I knew that for a longer convention I definitely wanted to make sure I tried to keep those braids as nice as possible. So that's just me like trying to line it up to see if I had enough. I ended up not cutting enough tulle, and I had to add some to the ends, so always leave extra. I did not leave enough extra, and that ends up biting me in the butt. But I'm new to crimping, so I've always hated that you can see in a lot of these Amazon wigs the wefts and stuff. So that's what crimping is supposed to be, I guess, to kind of give it more fullness. So I knew that I needed it in the bangs, which as you can see I did pretty well here. And I also did the top layer of the wig. I didn't want to crimp the entire wig just because then I would lose the little waves and curls, and I did not want to have to redo that. So I just did the top part. Now for the braids. This was a long, painful process. I just got pink thread and hand sewed literally like in between every crevice of the braids. I don't know why I didn't record it, but you can see like the light pink thread throughout the braid. I literally just sewed like between every single little crevice. Once I did that, I was able to glue it to a circle. This is me just adding wire to it. That's how I actually attached the braid, the circular braid, to the wig. And I just kind of wrapped it around really tightly and stuck it right through. And here I am kind of covering the wire. You really couldn't see it too well, so there wasn't like too much I had to do here, but I'm just using Got2b and some gel and spray just to kind of keep it there so that you don't see that silver wire poking through. And it actually worked pretty well. I was a little concerned that I would need wire throughout the braids, which honestly probably would have helped, but I felt like if I did the wire throughout the braids, it would be hard to sew the tulle down, and that was like my main concern. And it actually held up pretty well. It's not really even. I'm probably going to go back in for Anime New York City just to even it up. But for this small convention that I went to just to kind of test this out, it worked really well. And those are the 2 Got2bs that I use. I just get them from CVS. And that's the wire as well. I used like really light wire. It was supposed to be for something else that didn't work out. But as you can see, there you go. That's me showing how it's covered. You really couldn't see it at all in the photos anyways, and it held up really well. Like, it didn't really budge. I will say I had to use bobby pins to hold one of the circles down, which just means I need to go back into it to make sure it's a little bit more secured for my main convention. But this is the final product. I'm really proud of how it came out, guys. This is definitely a new way of styling wigs for me, but so far I've kind of really been enjoying how they've come out. Between this and the Bowsette wig, I just am really excited for this new elevation of my cosplays, and thank you so much for joining me on this journey. I appreciate every single one of you. Thanks so much for watching.